So, welcome again to Sweet FFA. This is for the podcast, hence the microphone as well as the camera. We're at the special effects stand with Mick, the director of
special effects.
Of special effects. So, how did you get started? It was a good start, I guess.
Yeah, okay. I've worked with people with disabilities for a long time. You know, as a teacher and also a European project supporting people with disabilities and at specialist centres. And one of the things that I noticed over the years is that no professionals, no specialists, are focusing on games for people with disabilities. It was a huge gap there. So I'd get people that coming up to me. I'd be, the assessment centre, etc., just saying, well, thanks very much for helping them with a communication aid or whatever, but like, what are they going to do after 3 o'clock? When school finishes, what are they going to do at the weekends to have fun? Yeah. So what I did was started a charity which was all about fun, because the benefits, about including people with disabilities in games, because the benefits are, as we know, it's a great, whatever anyone says, playing games is a social thing. You know, people play online, they compete against each other, members of the family, etc., against their mates. So it's a really social thing. It's a great reason for them to, great way to have fun, but also with people with disabilities, it can also be good for their rehabilitation. I mean, some of the pictures in the background here show people playing games to actually help with their therapy. There's guys over in the top corner. Sorry, if you can get the one in the top corner there, Tom and Josh. Actually, that's fun, but it's also good therapy. They're from a hospital where where children go. They might have had a brain tumour, a head injury, a stroke, and they're exercising to get better. And what games can do is they can give them a reason to bring their hand, control their hand, grab the steering wheel, or press a switch, or push a joystick. It's a way of helping them to recover. So it's fun, it's motivating, it's good for their self-esteem because they do well at these games, and it's also for rehabilitation. And I can't think of any better reasons really for people playing games.
Definitely.
Yeah, with disabilities. Okay, I'll now breathe.
Obviously, part of what you're doing today is with the Guinness World Record book for the fastest lap or the fastest part of the track using just your eyes. Now, we had a go, and I was terrible.
Terrible, right.
How did you do today?
I've been practicing, so I've got so I'm not allowed to be in the Guinness Book of Records, sadly. But basically, it's one of the ways we, as I say, we want to let everybody play games, and if we can make games so that even just by moving your eyes you can enjoy them, that means that a range of people, even if they're completely paralysed other than eye movement, it means that they can play games, they can play online games, they can do all manner of things by moving their eyes. And we just thought this would be a really good example, a really good way of showing people that even if you only move your eyes, you can race a car around a racing track. And what we're doing is that, as you say, it's the fastest lap over the next 4 days, but also the biggest world's ever computer games, eye control computer games competition. So ever.
Lots in there. This must mean you're a very busy man.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is great. We all of us are charging around, supporting people from anywhere in the UK, Channel Islands, Ireland. If people can come to us, they can visit the website, find out about computer games. We loan games, we send them out to people. But also, if someone can't get out of the house, we will go and visit them. As I'm up to Scotland in a couple of weeks, and Jersey a couple of weeks, Ireland 3 weeks, to work with people with very severe disabilities, to encourage them to use, to enable them to. We loan equipment, you see, we loan games equipment, and we loan these eye gaze systems, and we support them in because it's not that straightforward, as you've realised. Yeah. It's not you can't just plug it in and play. You need a little bit of support and practice, etc. And that's what we do. We loan the equipment, but where necessary, we'll give the right support to enable them to be able to use this technology successfully. So. Busy, yes, charging around, supporting people, but it is. I mean, people say, working for a charity is rewarding, and it really is. If anybody has any doubt at all, if they've lost faith in the human race, for goodness sake, become director of a charity, because you actually see how great people are. You know, we've had people, you know, people like yourself who are promoting the work that we're doing. We have people running marathons. You know, we have the games industry who've given us this. Eurogamer have given us this free stand. You know, which is just amazing. You know, so and it's people. We have people doing coffee mornings. We've got a brewery, Tring Brewery, making a beer called Special Effect. We've got the Arsenal team turning up, and we've got Oxford United turning up to support us. But people, the British public are absolutely fantastic, and they all understand how important it is to have a charity that enables people to have fun through video games and this kind of technology if they can't do anything else. Because the last thing that I'll say before I draw breath is that, like, we're talking often about people who don't have any other way to play. They don't have any other way to play. We you know, for example, a guy who came back from Afghanistan. He had lost part of his right hand, so he obviously also lost his legs, both his legs, while he was out there. So there was a lot that he couldn't do when he came back. But one of the things that he wanted to be able to play was computer games. So we just, you know, managed to find hold of a one-handed controller that we sent him to try out. He liked it, and now that's one thing that he can now really enjoy playing with all his mates as well as playing online again. So it's a really important, you know, when the little guy there, sorry to point it out, that little guy who you can't see there's a little guy there, he's only 4 years old, the little guy that I'm working with there. You know, he's been paralysed since he was about 6 months. He's on a ventilator, so he's even helped with breathing. The one thing he can do is moving his eyes. We're helping that little guy play games, play music, and just have a load of fun and make an impact instead of sitting back and just watching. So yeah, it's fun, we're busy, and it's great.
Just lastly, and very quickly, the technology is obviously developing and evolving all the time.
Yeah.
How much of it is you guys kind of doing the research to find it? Yeah. How much is people coming to you going, I found this?
Yeah, sorry, but yeah, it's a team effort. It's brilliant. You know, it's a team effort. But there are. I mean, I'm liaising and collaborating with developers. We are, sorry, whether it be developers at whatever level, whether it be, you know, a top level company will welcome them. Whether it's an individual, a developer who came. He's doing an app for an iPhone which enables you to cope with a panic attack by controlling your breathing. Apparently iPhones are particularly good at recognising breath control, so you can sort of, if you have a panic attack, he's going to be able to give you an app that will cope with that. But at the same time, we're going to be meeting up with Splash Damage later this month. They want to find out about ways in which they might collaborate in the future. So at whatever level, but with whether somebody's developing hardware or software, you know, we'll collaborate with them. The way in which the eye control system works, that's a mainstream piece of software with this racing game, but there's a programmer who's collaborated with us, given his time for nothing, to develop a way of turning what would be a keyboard control program into a pointer control program, which is why that works. So lots of people are coming and collaborating with us, and we're up for it. We're up for collaborating with whoever. Evil Controllers over in America, they've been absolutely brilliant, you know, at adapting systems, you know, to our specification to work with particular individuals over there. So it's remarkable that well, it's lovely, the level of interest that people have, and the gamers get it. Gamers get what we're doing. The people involved in the games industry, they understand how important games are to them. They understand what it would be like not to be able to play games. That we don't need to explain to them how important it is to involve everybody. That they understand already.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much for your time, and good luck with the charity.
Thanks very much indeed. Thanks for your interest. Very, very.